I'm Satya from Anyo, and we have our expert nutritionist Nissi today. Welcome again, everyone, to the day 2 of our Boosting Your Energy masterclass. Before we start the day 2, I wanted to quickly recap yesterday. We got some awareness from Nissi about why and when the most common energy slumps happen, and we found out many of you said after lunch is the time when people feel most tired. We found it out yesterday, and we discussed what kind of foods people reach out, like chai or anything sugary snacks and all. And Nissi suggested proteins. Literally, there is one thing which you repeated, Nissi. Right. So people need to include more protein. And we also saw you have to eat a substantial lunch with fiber and protein.
Exactly.
So yesterday we got a lot of awareness. Fine. Okay. So, but how do we incorporate in our daily life, Nissi? So everyone is so busy. Okay. Everyone says protein, fiber. Okay. So
yeah.
How do I make a mindset shift? How do I make it better? I think today we will have some insights from you. All right. So I think before we ask some questions with Nissi, I have a couple of questions to ask the audience. Okay, let me just quickly get. So those who are here, put in the chat, how much water do you usually drink during your workday? Whatever option applies to you, put A, B, or C in the chat. Is it less than 1 liter, A, or B if 1 to 2 liters, or C if more than 2? You can put it in the chat. All right. So today we are focusing more on the practicalities and your mindset shift and action instead of information. All right. So second one, where do you usually eat your lunch on working days? Do you eat at your desk while working, or B if just a cafeteria in office, C for packed home food, and D if you skip lunch sometimes? Like many people do skip food due to meetings and all. So that is something. And also, even when working from home, Nissi, like many people tell me they 3 p.m. when I talk to some people, like HRs or even any friends in the corporate world, at 3 p.m. when I have a chat with them, they say they have not had their lunch yet.
Yeah, they skip the lunch mostly when they are at homes, and when they're working the 9 to 5 jobs at home, especially.
Right. So this is like one day after I asked them, they are like, "Oh yeah, I did not have my lunch. It's 3 o'clock."
Yep.
Oh, yes. And the final question, poll, guys. So after lunch, what do you usually do? Do you grab a tea or coffee, or you go for a short walk, or straight back to desk, or a power nap? So let us know.
Yeah. Power nap, I think most of them, it's very rare when they're in the office. They can't take it. But yeah, let's see.
It's quite rare. But I had a colleague who always made it a point to take a quick nap after lunch. She always just takes a quick nap on the desk. And it's not like working from home is very different.
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
Okay.
There has to be some micro movement, so that they get a good energy, irrespective of having the glucose spikes. So yeah.
Right. Okay, guys. So I hope you had a nice reflection on your own self. Now let's ask Nissi, and get some answers about how we can build the mindset and habitual shifts on busy workday. So Nissi, we have a few questions to you like yesterday, and the first one is, what is one eating behavior change, and not a food change as such, that can instantly boost energy?
Okay. Maybe, like, of course, changing food will take so much time, to adjust and all that stuff, but the behaviors can be changed easily. So first thing is to chew slowly, and then they have to eat mindfully. That is when the digestion is improved. It also prevents overeating, and also avoids the post meal crashes that we talked about yesterday. The glucose crashes, or the glucose spike, and then the body crashes and all, the energy crashes. So yeah, so chewing slowly, and being mindful about what we are eating, these has to be inculcated to have that instant boost of energy.
All right. So not taking meetings, eating and taking meeting, or doing something busy, but eating, taking the time to eat mindfully. Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Okay. The next one, are there any golden rules for corporate employees to stay energetic all day?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, yes, there are many, to point out, because of the strict timings, and, traveling, and, going to office and getting back, and the shift timings and all that stuff, will, change the way that they perform their work. Right. So I would, point like five golden rules. So the first one would be to never skip the breakfast, even though you're hurry, even though you're rushing for cab, irrespective of anything. Don't skip your breakfast. Pack anything with yourself, and have it en route to your office. And second thing is to keep your lunch balanced with protein and fiber, that we have discussed yesterday. Protein is very important, so that it maintains the blood glucose levels, and you don't feel that crashes. And the third thing is to hydrate every hour. Water is very, very, very important, and it is very I mean, essential for the hydration. I mean, like, the cells to be hydrated. That is like a good energy link to your brain. So that is the third one. And the other thing is, whenever most of the corporate employees have the sedentary work, right? So they just sit and they work. So just see to have at least 5 minutes of movement every 1 hour, and that is very important. And the last is to cut down on the coffees and teas and all that stuff. Basically, cut caffeine after 2 o'clock, because uh, caffeine being a stimulant, it will not let you sleep for the night, so you'll end up being insomniac. So yeah, so these are the five golden rules, I would say, for now. Yeah.
I think this is something they can build on a daily basis. Uh, these are doable, right? I mean, what
Exactly.
you suggested is like moving after meals and never skipping breakfast. And yeah, I think this
Mhm.
is doable, easy. I hope those who are here, which one is doable to you? And maybe you can pick one or two, right, Nisi, in the
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah, slowly they can build up, doing all those five, but slowly first, just add that 5 minute movement every 1 hour, or else you can just have your breakfast without skipping it. So these would be enough for now, and then as you progress, you can go with other things as well.
Okay. Next one, what are some easy office food swaps for better energy?
Okay. This one I have to talk, because most of my clients who are corporate employees, they have cafeterias, canteens, and all that stores in their office, and they have biscuits, samosas, teas, the sandwiches. They have vending machine that they can get. So instead of having all those stuff, whenever your office, even though your office provides those stuff, to grab and to snack on, don't go for that. It's so easy to say for me, but when you look into the nutritional perspective, you can swap the cream biscuits or anything that is of sugars, like cream biscuits or any croissant. You can just swap them with nuts or roasted makhana. Even those are available in packages. Again, instead of having some samosas and kachori and all that stuff, you can go with a vegetable or any sandwiches that's available, made of whole wheat, basically. And again, yeah, yes, I can't understand the relationship between, concentration and tea. Of course it's a stimulant, but always, swap tea or the sugary tea with the lemon water or the green tea. It has very good antioxidants that boosts your mind and energy, and it gives you good focus and concentration. So I would say these are the best swap that you can do when you're choosing foods at the office.
All right. So again, you touched upon these a little bit yesterday also, like sugary snacks, like the cream
Yes.
biscuits or whatever you said. They tend to give that instant sense of it feels like it's giving energy, but it's
Hmm.
actually crashing, right?
Definitely, it does crash. It gives spike for 5 minutes, and then it crashes, and then again you feel, tired and fatigue and all that stuff. You'll feel guilty later on. How many of you have felt guilt after having some sweets, and then the sugary foods and all? You'll be like, oh no, I shouldn't have eaten that. So just comment down if you have felt that in the chat box.
Yes. Please let us know in the chats.
Yeah,
There's no judgment, just self-awareness, guys.
yeah, that's it. Just a reflection on our end.
All right. Let's see the next one. So, uh, how can busy employees prevent that post-lunch sleepiness, right, without coffee?
Oh, the one that you said that, your colleague or your friend, she always leaves after the lunch, right? She takes a nap. Yeah. So, to prevent, yes, we should always keep the lunch light, but balanced. Again, protein, carb, fats come into picture along with fiber, and irrespective of you having a balanced diet, or the basic South Indian or the North Indian thalis that we have, the rice, roti, dal, curry and all. Even if you have that, post lunch walk for 5 to 10 minutes and stay hydrated. That's enough to like prevent that drowsiness after having your lunch. And if possible, expose yourself to sunlight, mostly before 10 o'clock. But anyhow, that is not the time to expose yourself to the sunlight. But in the morning, just ensure that you get good amount of melatonin. Even that boosts your energy. And also, yeah, that's it. Just walk for 5 to 10 minutes post lunch, and yeah, focus mostly on the lunch part, what you are including in.
Yeah. So yeah, even there are some studies that say like walking after lunch, like walking after meals, it
Hmm.
balances the blood sugar levels also, right?
That's the thing. Yes, yes.
Right. So yeah, that is really quite. It sounds like a very normal thing, but actually it's very powerful. So I can
Yeah.
definitely second that.
it
It's
the
definitely.
it's just the thought, and the thought has to come, the thought has to come to the people, that okay, it's just a 5 to 10 minute walk that I can make, in order to prevent the drowsiness, or in order to not let my glucose spikes. And that's just a thought. So yeah, it's very important thought though.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be really complicated, especially with a busy life. It can be as simple as this. So I hope those who are here, you find this helpful.
Yep.
And yeah, the final one you see. So what
Yeah.
is the best desk snack box that employees can keep to fight energy dips?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, it need not be a snack box, okay? Nowadays, you have it packaged all the time. So I mean, I wouldn't recommend anything packaged because it has preservatives and all. But go with roasted chana, or makhana. Like I said, very, very, very good, nutritious, rich in protein and good fiber. You can have that. And you also have a trail mix these days with nuts and seeds and raisins and all. You can have the trail mix as well. You can just keep them in your desks. You can keep them in your lockers. And yeah, these can be kept in the lockers. But if you feel like you need something instantly, you can have any fruit like an apple, a pear, and then if you need that sweet cravings, or else if you are a sweet tooth, you can go with the dark chocolate, but make sure it's 70% dark. And yeah, that's all you can just have to like really curb from that energy dips if you feel like tired and fatigue and all.
All right. So Again, yesterday someone else asked about the inflammatory diet and all, and you mentioned cutting down on the processed foods.
Yes.
So this resonates again with that point, I think. So keeping seeds, nuts and seeds, trail mix, or even fruits, you said, or okay.
Yes, fruits are
Okay, great. So I think it's mindset shift kind of thing based on what you said so far, like going for a walk after a lunch and exposing to the morning sunlight and all. And so this, if this itself is a mindset shift, then we don't actually really need a snack box as such, right? So I think if we don't have energy dips, like if we go for a walk outside and expose regularly to sunlight, it sounds like we don't really need to snack for energy. Okay, so that sounds great.
Actually, when you expose yourself to sunlight and when you have good breakfast, your metabolism boosts up. So I mean, you don't need the actual, snack box to have, just to like, boost your energy. Because when you are in nature or when you are aligned with nature, automatically, everything falls in place. Even your metabolism also falls in place. So as your energy levels as well. If you feel like, I mean, like, some people may be diabetic or pre-diabetic, and they will have the urge to have some or the other. They would like to snack on something or the other because they see the hypoglycemic index that's falling out and all. They feel like eating something. So for them, these are good options. And even if you feel like, I want a snack but I don't want to have any guilt, or I don't want to gain weight, I don't want any inflammation in my body, for anything, if you just want a snack, you can just go on snack on the options that I've said.
All right. So I think that was very insightful today. For those who are here, if there is any questions that you have on foods and lifestyle, anything we discussed in the 2 days relating to energy or anything nutrition related, you can ask Nissi now. Put it in the chat. Let me see the chats. Any questions?
It can be anything related to nutrition, your diet, your food habits, your workouts, anything that you need an insight on.
Okay. Right. So if anyone here also has any other health conditions, then probably you will need a personalized consultation. So you're also welcome to book a one-to-one session with Nissi here. She's also in the Anyo app as listed as an expert. Some of you may be her client already. If not, you can scan this QR code. If you don't already have the Anyo app, you can scan it. And in the bottom, there is an option called experts. And if you click on it and search for Nissi, you can book a slot at your convenience for any nutrition related concerns. She has been helping people with weight management and improving metabolic health, including energy improvements and all. So yeah, maybe sometimes you get questions later on after the session.
Exactly.
Yeah. So if that is the case, if it is not too complicated, you can also post a question directly in the circles. So in the Anyo app homepage, in the bottom right, there is a icon called circles. If you click on it, it's like an Instagram style, like a community wall. We can post anonymously. Post any doubts, anything silly is also welcome. So any doubts you want to reach out that are very generic and not very personalized for you, you can also post there later. So maybe even your colleagues or friends using the app will benefit from this. And like Nissi mentioned, you can go for a walk after your lunch and even morning walk also to expose yourself to sunlight. To help you keep motivated, we have this group challenges for steps we call it stepathon. And for your own company, if you're a corporate member, you'll have an exclusive company specific walking group. So you can compete with your colleagues and some healthy competition. Right, Missy?
Yeah, it is.
Right. Okay, so we have some questions. Okay. What foods to take to increase hemoglobin level?
Okay. So it depends actually. Like hemoglobin is again, it's a component of blood, and it has like MCHC and all that stuff. But to improve hemoglobin, you need iron. Okay. We need to focus mostly on foods that are rich in iron, and and for iron, I mean, just you taking iron will not improve your hemoglobin. You have to take some other, foods which are rich in vitamin C, folic acid, and vitamin B12, because these nutrients will help in the absorption of iron. So, you taking iron simply won't help you or boost your hemoglobin levels. So, again, iron is rich in, it is rich in red meat, chicken, fish, and all. So if you are a non-vegetarian, you can go ahead and have it in moderation. But if you are a vegetarian, you don't get that good amount of iron because there's non-heme iron, and it's there in spinach, moringa leaves, like the moringa powder. That is the drumstick leaves. It's also there in beetroot, pomegranate, dates, and the daily, the one that you can have is like the ragi. You can make ragi roti out of it, ragi porridge, or else ragi java. Like you can make anything out of ragi, and you can have. These are like the plant-based, iron-rich foods. Again, with these, you need to have vitamin C as well. So whenever you eat beetroot, just squeeze some lemon on top of it, and you have it with that. And whenever you're having the moringa powder, okay, mixed in some water, you add the lemon in it, and you just have that. Or else you can have guava with the spinach. You can you have many other like so many recipes that you can make out of these. So yeah. And if you're a non-vegetarian, then it might be a bit difficult, because the heme iron, or the iron that the iron that boosts the hemoglobin, is only present in the non-vegetarian sources. But also when you're having the plant sources, just make sure you add lemon to it. So yeah, I hope I didn't lecture too much.
Oh, no. I think these information, I mean, it's quite practical, right? So I hope
Yes.
the person who asked this question found it helpful. So thank
Yes.
you for the question. And
Yep.
all right. If there is any more questions, please let us know, guys. I think it's a Friday afternoon and everyone may be busy.
Everyone might have had their lunch and they are in the drowsiness, right? Yeah,
Right.
it's time to go for a 10-minute walk, maybe post lunch
Okay,
walk.
yeah, that's a great, great nudge now. Yeah, so even I myself, I want to take a quick walk. Not nap. My issue. Usually, I would be happy to take a nap because working from home is like a luxury. Like you can take a nap whenever you feel it. But yeah,
Exactly.
I will take your word. I will take that and try to go for a walk. Thank you, Nisri.
That's better. Yeah, Satya.
All right, then. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so, sorry. There's one more question, Nisri. Do you have time
Huh?
to take that?
Okay.
So, if BP is generally low, what foods should one take?
Okay. So that is like hypotension. If it is like below 110 or something like that, that is like hypotension. So when that is the case, the main thing that we should do is to keep the blood pressure stable. And because when you are in a hypotensive state, you feel that dizziness, you feel the weakness, fainting. They say that they feel giddy and all that stuff. So that we have to first we have to see to it. So first thing is, there are like foods. First is the water. Okay, just drink good water, maybe coconut water, lemon water with some pinch of salt, or else the buttermilk with some salt and cumin, or else the spice buttermilk that's available in Tetra packs, or else an ORS solution also can help to raise or stabilize the blood pressure instantly. Okay. Again, make sure that if you need good blood pressure. Okay, like it has to be stable. See if you can add the rock salt or the pink Himalayan salt in the food or water, and it can give the quick relief again. Like I said, the coconut water and lemon water, like it works. Again, if the BP is related to low blood levels or low hemoglobin, like the other person said, or else if you have low iron levels and then you have low BP, again focus on spinach, moringa, and the red meat that I have told. So these are mostly the foods that you can take. But if you feel like sudden dizziness or something, the salt and lemon water works, or else the coconut water works, or the spice buttermilk works.
Right. So, will the high level sodium in packaged foods affect health?
Oh, definitely. It does affect, because I'll tell, most of the salt, I mean, like salt or sodium being a preservative, people or else the FMCG companies, they do add it without having the consciousness in the mind. That okay, it may cause some serious issues. They don't think that. So excess sodium or excess salt, that we would say, it's mostly it's hidden in breads, biscuits, chips especially, and the sauces. Without awareness, we just add so much of it, and even instant noodles and all that stuff. So mostly, as per RDA, as per the recommended dietary allowances given by ICMR, that is Indian Council of Medical Research, most adults, we need 2000 mg of sodium, that is like 200 grams, something like that. Okay, but if you see about a chips packet, it gives like 800 to sometimes 1500 to 2000 mg at once. So it is like not at all healthy, and it raises your blood sugar levels. It excess sodium is affected, I mean your kidneys are affected by the excess sodium, because kidneys, the more the sodium, the more water retention is, and more the water retention, the kidneys will fail, and it will become a pressure on the kidneys. So everything is bad, and everything is unhealthy when it comes to excess sodium. And the last thing is dehydration. People think that taking salt and water makes me dehydrated, but no. When you take so much of sodium, like the packaged foods and all, it makes you more thirsty. Have you ever felt that after eating some chips or after eating some food from outside? Like, have you ever felt that? So that is the thing, dehydration as well. So you should always make sure that whenever you're purchasing something, see that it doesn't have too much of sodium. Maybe some 50 mg of it, perfect, but never 100 or 500 mg, because in your day-to-day life itself you take more than 2 grams. So never recommended.
All right. Thank you, Nisi, for all that. I hope everyone found some useful insights today. So thank you for your wonderful questions as always. And